and welcome to another week of Orangeline. I'm your host, Kelsey Epperson. We're going to go ahead and start the show off where our reporter, Chris Atlakson, went to last weekend's BU preview and had a recap of the event.
Last Saturday, March 6th, Baker University had its spring BU preview. This event showcased Baker University to several high school prospects. Potential Baker students were welcomed by the Baker Speech Choir to start out their day and then were addressed by Baker administration.
First, there are just certain things you should never say to a professor. Here's a list of the top 10.
Number 10. Of course I'm not listening to you. Don't be ridiculous.
Number 9. I didn't come to class today because I felt like I was going to be sick. But don't worry, it turns out I was just fine.
My name is Daniel McKinney, and I'm the Director of Admissions here at Baker University at the College of Arts and Sciences.
Junior Phil Collins was a Baker student who worked in the event. He says the whole day went well and everyone had a fun time at BU Preview.
I thought it went pretty well. The students seemed pretty happy. From the ones I talked to, they had a pretty good time. And, it's always nice having a couple kids stay with you, trying to teach them, or just show them what it's like to be at Baker. So I think they had a pretty good time.
Students got the chance to look into different majors and departments and were led by the Baker University admissions assistants through campus tours. Chris Scheideman was one UAA working during the day and explains the importance of the tours.
It's a time for prospective students, usually seniors, to be able to come on campus and set in on a class and kind of see what a lecture is like, and to be able to get around campus and talk to current students and also be able to stay at night and just kind of see the atmosphere of Baker University. Students
congregated and heard several guest speakers talk about academics, athletics, Greek life, and Baker life. Parents split off to gather for a meeting of their own with members of student development. At the end of the day, students toured different housing options and were each matched with a place to stay for the night. Chris Scheideman says the day went well overall and thought the students enjoyed themselves.
I feel that the students had a good time this weekend. Everything ran smoothly and there were no problems. So.
With the help of admission staff, student development, and helpful Baker students, BU Preview was a successful day for the future Baker hopefuls. This has been Chris Atlakson for KNBU-TV.
Thanks, Chris. Up next, Mary Loveland went to the Up Til Dawn event. She let students take her through the night.
160 students gathered in the cafeteria this year for the second annual Up Til Dawn event. Participants formed teams of 5 to address letters to friends and family in hopes of donations for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital.
Get all the addresses you can of people you know and send out letters kind of informing them about childhood cancer and what St. Jude's does, and kind of asking them to make a donation to the cause. And so we're just all writing letters to the people we know.
Katie Sellers was the executive student director of the event and saw great improvements from last year.
There's this thing called St. Jude math to kind of predict how much money the letters would return, and we could potentially raise $28,000, which is double what we raised last year.
Students were provided food and entertainment throughout the event. The first 2 hours were spent sending out letters, but also included a slideshow and a quick dance around the cafeteria to get everyone loosened up. Students then moved to Collins Center for the latter part of the night, where they were greeted with more performances and activities.
They had quite a few activities. They had an inflatable, which was kind of their highlight. A lot of food and drinks available for everybody, basketball, volleyball. Just kind of hung out, had some music. I played the music, but it's a pretty good time.
Some of the entertainment included an improv performance by Baker's comedy group Loud Noises and a step routine by 2 members of Kappa Alpha Psi. Afterwards, the students had free reign of the gym.
I guess the purpose of the night is for the letter writing and the fundraising for St. Jude, so at least everybody showed up for that part and did, what they could to come up with as many letters as possible. So I was pleased with how the night went, and I just hope that next year will be even better.
At the end of the night, 160 students wrote about 4,770 letters for St. Jude and stayed up until dawn to support the cause. This has been Mary Loveland reporting for KNBU-TV.
Thanks, Mary. Stay tuned because up next, I'll have head wrestling coach Jimmy May in studio.